Hey everyone, this is I Dream in Nihongo. Today we're going to learn how to type in Japanese on a computer. So first things first, I'm going to teach you how to download the keyboard on Mac and Windows. And you don't need to go to some website for this. It's just built straight into the computer's settings. So if you are on a Windows, I have a timestamp on screen so you can just jump straight to the instructions. If you already have the keyboard downloaded and you're ready to just start typing, I will also have a timestamp on screen so you can just jump straight to that. Other than that, let's open Microsoft Word or Notepad and let's get started. Starting with the Mac, we go to our system preferences. So at the top left, there's the Apple logo. You're going to go there and select System Preferences. And then you're going to select Keyboard right there in the middle. And then it'll open this menu. So I have to drag this down a bit. And then at the top there, you're going to see Input Sources, and you're going to select that. And then on the left, there's your list of languages. Below that, there's a plus and a minus, and you're going to select the plus. Then you can go through and look for Japanese. You find it, click Japanese on the right there again, and then you're going to click Add. Once you have that, you can go ahead and go to Japanese in your language list, and you can go through to the settings. I personally like the Type Katakana option for the Shift key, because then you can just hold Shift and type Katakana instead of Hiragana. So when you go back to your desktop, at the top right where you can see your time, there's going to be a little flag from where you're from. You click that, and then you can select Hiragana. And then you can click it again, and then select whatever language you want, and then Hiragana again. And what's really useful is in the system preferences, we have use the caps lock key to switch to and from last used Latin input source. So that means if I press the caps lock key, I can just switch languages instantly. So at the top right, you can see where I'm switching between the flag and Hiragana, and then the flag, and then Hiragana. And that's really, really useful, so you don't have to actually click it and select it every single time you want to switch languages. Other than that, you are good to go. So starting with how to download the Japanese keyboard on your Windows, you go to the bottom left to your Windows logo and select Settings, and then you're going to go to Time and Language. Then on the left side, you click Language again, and go down and select Add a Keyboard or Add a Language. Go and find Japanese, or just type in Japanese, select it, and press Next, and then it's going to start downloading. After that, on the bottom right of your screen, you're going to see ENG next to your Wi-Fi signal. You can click that and select Japanese. But one important thing is you see that English A, you need to click that and make it a Hiragana A in Japanese. Otherwise, it will not type in Japanese. So it has to have that Hiragana A, and then you can type in Japanese. If it's the English A, it will be typing in English. Time to start typing. Let's open up Microsoft Word. When you type in Japanese, it will try to figure out what word you are typing and give you the kanji for it. So be careful because sometimes it's the wrong one. You can press Enter to confirm what you have typed so it'll stop trying to change it. So let's try to type Gaka and then press Enter. So G-A-K-A. Now it's confirmed, and if you press the period key, it will give you the Japanese period now. So just like when I was typing there will be a drop-down list as you type, and you can go through and you can select different kanji and press Enter for what you want. You can use your arrow keys to select and cycle through your different options. Based on the sound that you typed, it's going to try to figure out what word you might be trying to say. So I'll give you a moment to try to type, try it out a little bit. I'm going to finish whatever I'm typing here on the screen, and then we can go ahead and move on, or you can just speed up the video a little bit to get to the next section. So in summary, to type basic letters, you just type the sound that you want. So if you want ka, you would type K-A. For small letters, you type X, then the sound that you want to be small. So you'd press X and then type Y-A, and now you have a small ya. And then here I've got a comparison between a full-sized one and a small one, so you can see the difference here in the font. Let's say you want a small tsu. You can press X and then type TSU, and now you have small tsu. You can also just type the entire sound that you want. So let's say you want to type kya. You would just type K-Y-A. Or let's say you want to type sha. You would type S-H-A. Sha and kya. For small su, it adds an extra sound from the letter after it. So if you want small su, it depends on the sound you have after. So for example, TTE would be te, te, and then it will automatically add the extra su if you type TTE. Or SSHI, she, and it automatically types the small su when you added that extra S sound in. So now try to type these words. Kissaten, kyo, ocha. You can either type the whole word or the whole sound all at once, or you can use X to make the letters small. So go ahead and pause the video and try it out. Take your time. So now we have special characters and katakana combinations. So there are some characters we just don't use a lot, or there are some combinations in katakana that are unique to katakana. So for example, if you want to write chi as G, you type DI. If you want to write su as zu, then you type DU. And we don't see these two characters very often, but there are words that use them, so it is good to know it just in case you need to type one of those words. So for unique katakana combinations, you can use the X plus a letter tool, or you can also just type the entire sound. So you're pretty much just typing in Romaji. So you might have already noticed that we're just typing in Romaji in a way. So let's say you want to write tsa. You could just type TSA, or you can type tsu, X, and then A. And then we got fe, for example. So you could type FE or fu, X, and then E, the Japanese E sound. Try to type kafe, K-A-F-E, and then it'll automatically make the E tiny for you. So now let's try to type kyampu, which is camping. So in order to type the n sound in Japanese, you can type NN. Some final notes on katakana. So if you are on a Mac and you use the option in your keyboard preferences that I mentioned before for Shift key, type katakana, then you can hold Shift and type katakana like this. A lot of times though, it can figure out when you're typing a katakana word, and it will try to predict what katakana word you are trying to spell. which is also really convenient, is that it will be able to just automatically change it to katakana for you. For long vowels, you can just type a dash on your keyboard and it will automatically make it the katakana dash that you normally write. So try to write kohi. So you would type ko, K-O, and then dash, hi, H-I, and then dash. And then now you'll have kohi. And that's everything. So with practice, it does get easier. I hope this helps. Thank you so much for watching. Mite kurete arigato. So I hope to see you guys next time.